Working with athletes is very different than working with dancers or other kinds of performers. There's a discipline that is extremely strong and there's a drive that is extremely intense. And when you take those elements and you put them together, it is nothing but magical.
Let's do it one more time from the same place.
We're here at the Anti-Gravity compound in Midtown Manhattan.
There's a thing in the music that says move. When you hear that thing in the music, just move it around real fast.
Anti-Gravity is an aerial dance company that combines champion athletes from all different kinds of acrobatic sports with theater to wind up creating our own unique style. My company has a lot of Eastern Europeans, and I've got a lot of national champions as well that come from America.
I wanted to further my training and my gymnastics after my competitive career was over. It's 8 round clap and then Randy claps and we all run right after that. Right after I retired, I moved right to the city and started in with Anti-Gravity and learned my dance as I went along.
And 1, 2, 3, 4.
When I went to start this company 10 years ago, I knew that if I was going to use champions, I had to pay them very well and treat them very well. The corporate sector has wound up being a place where we've been able to make enough money that we've been able to build a strong foundation. And so we've done almost any Fortune 500 company. We've done shows for Chrysler, McDonald's, IBM. One of the ways that our company first found notoriety was in an ad campaign that we did for Raymond Weil watches. A lot of people see the print ads, they say, oh, that's not real, that's touched up, that's, Photoshop. Truth is, they're all real, and that's been very fulfilling.
Yeah! Mark the flips, but give me a bound. The anti-gravity boots are really exciting. This is a world premiere. They've never been used anywhere.
And funny thing is when you normally walk, you walk from, you think of your heels, your ankles. Here, you can't think of that. Your ankles are up here on your waist.
Every time I tell people about them, they think I'm lying. They don't understand how high you can jump on them.
When I decided to do a show that was going to be for the commercial sector, I noticed that our country has an obsession with football and with wrestling and with crashing, and I've always had a fascination with crash test dummies ever since I was a little kid, and I wanted to create something that didn't have to have a perfect landing, because that's the stuff people like to see anyway. They like to see a fall. And I just told everybody, I said, you don't have to land one single thing on your feet.
So you're right there with him. You can be right there with him, like helping him up. There you go. I'm Amy Gordon. My role in the company is assistant director, and I play a role in the show, the Pipsqueak, the youngest of the dummies. These guys are athletes that have been working their entire lives, with incredible discipline to never have an accident. And I come in as a clown and I ask them to laugh at themselves. But then as soon as you see us, it's here we go, there they go, yeah! And we're out of there. Really, give us a boogie, The tension that gets around perfection, I say forget it. Don't worry about it. I don't want it to be perfect. It's not a mistake, it's a happy accident.
This is the character that we refer to as Rocket Boy. I am the costume director for Anti-Gravity. I've been with them for about 1.5 years. I began designing in Japan about 7 years ago. I spent 3 years there. So when Chris asked me to design this, he definitely asked me to bring in my Jap animation flavor, and there is a lot of New York City street in this. A lot of New York City underground as well. Your little bit of punk, your little bit of dominatrix. These are the molded breast pieces that have been inserted into the tops that give all of the girls this perfect mannequin form. Don't let them tell you it's themselves. The biggest challenge with anti-gravity is always function. They have to be able to move in it. It has to bend. It has to be light enough so that they can get off the ground. It's the reason I went for foam and rubber latex. It's the only way where we can start with a piece of foam, which weighs literally nothing, carve it, and then put layers and layers and layers of latex in it to get a finished product, something like this.
When I'm bouncing around, it's a high. It's like, how high can you get? It's like you're just flying.
On this show, we're doing jumping, flying, dancing. It's wonderful.
When you put a whole bunch of people working together that are working within their passion, it's impossible not to have fun.